Okay, and then I went to Hua Hin.
Well, I went to
Nang?
Hua Hin before Da Nang. I went back and forth
Okay,
because I wanted to end up in Da Nang because I wanted to fly from Da Nang.
but Hua Hin is the next one to Da Nang, isn't it? The
Yeah,
one,
it's
the old city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful old city.
Yeah. So we went to the coconut boats.
Yeah.
So we've got some videos of coconut boats as well, which is great. I thought it was going to be a bit like Thailand, and you go to the floating market and they just take you to a small area and they just take you back. God, these coconut boats, they look like a coconut, like half a coconut.
They're round, yeah.
And you're inside and they take you, the waterways are so big. And I told him to take me back early because we'd already been out for a long time. And then I span around on the coconut boat as well. That was another experience.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I would get way too ill.
Well, it's fine until it stops.
Yeah.
And then you've got a problem. You can't get off. So there was that. And then all the weather all changed. Loads of clouds. Then there was lightning. And I thought, no, let's go back. So when I reached to Hoi An, the old part, it was pouring down a rain. So managed to get to Hoi An, and it's pouring down a rain, which is not surprising. It's a rainy season. It looks nice though, even with the rain. Boy, they don't even slow down in the wet. Wow. Everything. Oh, I love the lanterns. Oh, that's why we came here, to see all this. Really nice. Wow. Wow. I love the lanterns. Beautiful. Okay, coffee. Oh, beer? No, I don't drink beer. I don't like beer.
Sorry.
Okay. That's the first time someone's actually said sorry. The push bike versus the motorbike. I didn't experience that.
The old town of Hua Hin
It's
is
beautiful.
so beautiful, and it's so big, and the stores and the lanterns and everything.
The
The market
market's
is just
amazing.
phenomenal.
Yeah. But they covered a lot of it up because it was raining.
Yeah.
It just started to clear up just sort of like as we was leaving. So I got rained on again to see the Dragon Bridge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The day I walked down the beach, which was baking hot, it was really hot, and I was gasping for a drink. And then I just went into this hotel. I said, look, I need a drink. They said, oh, you have to go to the top floor. I thought, okay. I'll go to the top floor. So I'm sitting there with my coat. Beautiful, because you can see everything around you. You could see the Da Nang sign, the beach, roundabout. And that's a view of Da Nang Beach. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. And it was gorgeous. Funny enough, when I was out there, I didn't know where the Dragon Bridge was, but I could see, because I'm on the top floor, I can see where the Dragon Bridge was. I thought, I need to get to the Dragon Bridge. I can see the Dragon Bridge in the distance. Great. So I went down to the hotel. As I started walking, the wind picked up. There was like a sandstorm going on. Everyone's rushing and they're putting down shutters. They're moving their bikes. And of course, I'm still heading towards the bridge. Nothing's going to stop me.
You can't go to Da Nang without seeing the Dragon Bridge.
So, and it's still quite a distance away. I can see it in the distance just. Oh. So it's quite away from me.
My hotel was less than 5 minutes to the Dragon Bridge. So I'm heading down, and then it's just, the skies opened up, there was thunder, lightning, you name it, everything was happening. And I'll insert a picture of me now. I'm a little bit wet. I couldn't get into a boat or anything. There's no way, because just even
my trainers. Water was pouring out of my trainers. It
Wow.
was that soaked. Beginning like the fire, where the fire comes out, then I managed to get to the tower, and then I walked all along the river, which was actually again quite beautiful, despite
Oh, the river was wonderful.
despite all the plant things being knocked over, and because of the storm,
Yeah.
it blew a lot of things over. I suppose that's when you can tell that there was a strong gust of wind earlier on, which there was. Send that over. That's a shame. It still took me another 45 minutes because I had to go back and cross the other bridge that was there. And then went through a really poor area of town, which made me so sad because I was looking at all the beauty of the beach. Da Nang spent so much money on the beach, all the flowers, all the ornaments. There was just so much. It was beautiful. And then you got the beautiful Dragon Bridge. And then after the Dragon Bridge, they built another bridge that overlooks the Dragon Bridge. So all these people could go and look at the Dragon Bridge. And then they had this other beautiful bridge as well. And then I was so impressed. I was saying, well done, Da Nang. You've really done everyone proud. And then as I walked across the other bridge, I walked into this area, and it's the poorest area of town that I've ever seen. And I felt so sad that I saw all that beauty.
Right next
like,
door to
it
that.
looked like Vegas. And then I go there and I thought, oh my God, and people are living like this. It just made me so sad
I never
that they
saw it.
spent all that money on that. And then I walked to this area, also part of the city. It's not very far really from where I was staying. And it was a totally different experience. And I felt so sad.
Did you get to see the fire? I missed it because I was there during the weekday. But the bridge itself was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the dragon. I mean, like nobody but Asia could do that kind of stuff. Like nobody else in any other country would do something like that.
Didn't look so great when it's pouring down the rain.
Well, that's because you were probably miserable by that time.
Tail end of the Dragon. So the Dragon Bridge, still pouring down the rain. And I'm slightly soaked. Never mind, I'm here. I wasn't a happy chappy, I must admit.
I was lucky. I had no rain except in Sapa. And I do have a recommendation for anybody who goes to Sapa, because it rains a lot. Bring waterproof shoes. Like the whole time I was in Sapa, and it took days after leaving Sapa before they finally dried. So I had wet feet for days.
Yeah, so that was an experience. Mana Hills was a fantastic experience. The coconut boats was a fantastic experience. So I can't wait to go back again.
Well, I probably would have liked it, but I don't know if you know, but I'm not really big on tourist things. Like I will go to some of it, and I've done some of it, but I don't usually. I like just the normal experience. I like to go to all the temples.
Yes.
I'm really into temples. And, well, for one thing, they're free.
I didn't go to any temple.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw any temples.
From Hue to Da Nang, I didn't go by bus or train.
No, you did something silly, didn't you? Which
I
I thought was silly.
A lot of people thought was silly, but I enjoyed it. I hired a guy on a big motorcycle, big Honda, like a real motorcycle, and I got on the back of it with a stranger.
For how many hours?
6 hours, going through the countryside and through these little villages.
And you loved it. That was the weird thing.
I absolutely loved it, and because I got to see it, and I thought I was going to crash many times, but I had so much fun. But I got to see the armaments from the Vietnam War and the little buildings that people were pointing the guns at villagers from. I got to see all that in the countryside. Like,
really?
yeah.
How? Where?
Because there were in all these little small towns all over the place.
Oh.
Where during the Vietnam War people were marching,
Yeah.
and the buildings are still there.
Oh.
And at the side of the road, the shells are still there.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
And I had some really good conversations with some people once they found out I was from Canada. They talked about that time of Vietnam, and it was very interesting conversations. So yeah, going through Vietnam, through the country. When I first came to Thailand, I saw rice fields. I was so enthralled.
Yeah, I love
because I saw rice fields in movies. Good Morning Vietnam, remember that? But I saw rice fields, but they're in movies. And when I first came to Thailand, I saw them on the train. I was excited. But when I was on that motorcycle ride, we were parking right beside, like 5 feet away from the rice paddies, the terraces. I didn't know how big they were. I didn't know until I got there that they all have lit flat, down, flat, like terraces. But each terrace has a lip to keep the water in.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
No.
Because you always see them from a distance. And it's beautiful from a distance. But because I got to do that little ride through the country, I got to see them right up close. And at one point, driver, whatever, he stopped in the middle of absolutely nowhere. There was a restaurant absolutely in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where it was, and there was all these people there. And instead of sitting on chairs, like I ordered a drink, we all laid in the hammock. Everybody was in hammocks.
Well, that's not too good when you're drinking.
Well, I don't drink alcohol. I drank.
Well, even if I was drinking a coffee, I would still struggle on a hammock.
I drank a Coke, but yeah, in a hammock, and it was the weirdest thing. Just lying in the absolute middle of Vietnam. I had no idea where we were, none whatsoever, and I'm just experiencing it, drinking a Coke on a hammock.
You must have really trust this guy that was taking you places.
Yeah, I am. Well,
he could have been taking you anywhere.
Could have, because I already paid him.
Oh, you already paid him as well?
I paid him in advance. I know. I won't say how much it was, but it was.
So he could have left you in the middle of nowhere.
But he was so nice. He kept wanting to, like after we got to Da Nang, he wanted to keep taking me more places. So he wanted to charge more money, and I kept saying, "No, I'm done."
But normally the people there are so nice anyway. I mean, the lady, she didn't have to offer to take me to the roastery.
No.
And then the roastery didn't have to, he gave me a tour that he normally charges quite a lot of money for. He gave me a tour.
Sure.
So I was just amazed, at how people are just so nice.
They were
really nice.
All of them were so nice.
Yeah.
And I said earlier, it just shocked the heck out of me how many people spoke English.
Okay, that weren't my experience.
My experience with English.
I tried to have a massage as well.
Okay.
And I must admit, I don't really like the Vietnamese massage.
Too rough?
Wow, not half. The Vietnamese people probably work about 80% harder on the massage than Thai people. It's going to upset Thai people.
I didn't.
But babe, oh my God, it's not comfortable by any means. And they're really, in Thailand, I have to ask, can you do it harder? I like a nice...
And they have options. You can order a Thai massage here, or you can order an oil massage.
Not where I was. There wasn't many. I don't think there was a Thai option.
No, but here you have.
Here
you have options.
Everything.
Yeah, you get all these options, what you get.
But over there, and also I didn't like the fact that you go for the massage, but then they must ring someone up, so that the staff that are there are only there to do your foot or something like that.
Okay.
But if you want like an oil massage or something like that, they have to make a phone call,
get someone,
and then they send you in the room, and then you're waiting around normally for someone to come. Yeah, unless you're lucky enough to come into a smaller place, and they do have permanent people there anyway.
I didn't bother with any of that.
I thought maybe that my first experience wasn't the correct experience, so then I tried another place because I thought, no, that can't be right. Actually, the first experience was a very good experience, but it was very strong. Oh my God, the massage was so strong. And then I tried another place, which I hated. I was just treated like I was a piece of meat.
Oh no.
And it wasn't a nice experience at all. Yeah, so my experience, I prefer the Thai massage. I do prefer the Thai massage, and I like the option that I can have it harder, whereas Vietnamese massage, although it's very, very strong, they really work hard. It's it's too much for me.
Too much. That would be too much for me too.
Yeah. But it's a good experience to have. Although I don't normally go in the hotels, and I thought it was going to be a lot expensive in the hotel, but actually it's not that expensive in the hotel. There was a lot more expensive places outside.
Yeah.
But
I think overall, though, Vietnam is really an inexpensive place to visit. Overall, yeah, it's quite inexpensive. I thought originally at one point of moving there, but they don't have a retirement visa.
yeah. But then the traffic noise.
Oh,
Traffic noise is a problem.
I did not like the traffic, period. It
Traffic-
was so noisy.
Yeah.
Everybody honked. And it's not like here in Thailand, people here beep. They have quiet little beeps here. And Vietnam, they're
Make it extra loud.
extra loud.
And when they come into a junction, they beep.
They,
To warn other people that also might be coming to the junction.
Right.
So there might not be anyone at the junction at all.
No, but they
will
just do it
still
anyways.
beep, and they won't do it once. They go beep, 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 or
well,
something like
I was
that.
taking VIP buses from city to city, and they've got a button so they don't manually press their horn. They press a button, and it goes honk, 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 like that. They've got several buttons to make different noises. It's crazy. It was constant. At the beginning on the bus, I was sitting close to the front so I could see out the front. And then I watched how they were driving, and I went to the back of the bus. So
after you thought, no, I've seen enough.
so I didn't want to see where they were going.
Yeah. I mean, what amazed me with the driving, if you're going from a smaller road into a bigger road, so you're joining that major road,
Yeah.
they don't look.
No, they just go.
They just, I didn't get it. Like, I'm looking left to see the traffic, what traffic is there, and there is traffic, but it don't look. It just goes.
I kept seeing all these.
And everyone else has to brake and let the person
Sometimes
through.
there are roundabouts. Very few places had lights. But I saw a whole bunch of places that had like 5 roads meeting into wherever, and nobody telling you where to go.
Yeah.
I don't know how they were doing it. So when I wanted to cross a major intersection, I would look for some little old lady, Vietnamese lady, crossing the street, and I go walk beside her and go across. I figured they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But it was crazy.
Yeah, I had to cross.
But it's way too loud.
I had to cross with some. Well, it's not only that; it's karaoke. I had the karaoke over the road, and it was quite a distance away from my hotel, but it was loud.
They have to be loud.
It's
loud.
loud.
Yeah. I realized when I got back to Thailand how quiet Thailand was, and how calm the driving is compared to.
Exactly.
I thought Thailand was absolutely nuts, crazy driving until I went to Vietnam and came back.
I thought exactly the same thing. I thought, actually, the Thai people here, they're not so bad after all.
No, they're not.
Because at least in Thailand, I don't get people driving on. Well, you do get people driving on the wrong side of the road, but they don't aim at you.
Yeah.
And expect you to walk off of the sidewalk.
Well, yeah, in Vietnam,
into the road so that you can let them pass.
In Vietnam, the sidewalks are for motorcycles to park, and they just come right at you and just park smack right in front of you.
Yeah, right in front of the hotel, right in front of the cafe, blocking the whole entrance to everything.
But if you're walking down the sidewalk, they will come right up to you and park. You have to abruptly stop and get out of the way.
Yeah. The guy that was coming towards me, he couldn't understand why I weren't getting out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, and I thought, is he really going to do this? And yes, he really was going to do that. Yes.
Pedestrians don't have the right of way here.
No, the bike rules.
Bike rules.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about Vietnam. We've had.
We both had different experiences, but we both loved it.
We call this shit coffee, but okay, Weasel coffee.
Poop coffee, I called it.
Yeah, Weasel poop coffee.
Which I enjoyed.
Yeah. So although we had a little moan about Vietnam, I'll definitely go back. The whole experience
Me too.
was great. And there's things definitely I need to do, so I'll definitely go back. I love the place. The people were so friendly, it was unbelievable.
It was.
I've got another friend that he spends a few months out there, and the people, he's not used to people approaching him on the beach and say, oh, do you want to share a beer with us? You want a beer, They just, and you think, well, what's the catch? And there's no catch.
There's no
They're
catch.
just
No.
so friendly.
People are friendly and they just like to share. Yeah.
So it was amazing.
I will definitely be going back to Vietnam. I really liked it. Hua Hin is my forever home.
but I wanted to go back, and I also wanted to some other countries. But
yeah.
But
So
yeah.
thumbs up to Vietnam.
Thumbs up to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Really like.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us. Sorry, it's been a while.
Yeah.
We've both not been well as well. So
No,
you.
I had an acid reflux problem. You had a problem when you got back.
Yeah. So we're both now okay.
And I'm going to put in a little plug. Anybody who's watching my videos at Eric Living Hua Hin, Thailand, I do have 16 videos I took in Vietnam on my page.
Okay.
So you're going to put a link to my page.
Okay. Yeah. Certainly do that. Yeah.
Because my experience in Vietnam is different than your experience. So
yes. And I've only got one video up.
Right.
At the moment.
Beautiful sunrise one. Oh, that was wonderful.
It looked better than what it was on the video.
Oh, it always does. Camera never gets it right. Camera never gets it right.
And the funny thing, normally
it's like 10 times better in life.
But sometimes you have to make some adjustments. But on a lot of the videos on Vietnam, well, I haven't done them yet, but Hoi An, the colors were so amazing. I don't have to change anything. It's just beautiful the way it was. It was really beautiful. So I'm used to making some changes, but these were just straight out the video.
I don't ever make any changes because I have absolutely no idea how to do it. I'm still learning how to do these videos.
Yeah. So no, it was great. So colourful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So thanks for watching What's Dean Doing in Thailand, and thanks for Eric to join us. And your channel is
Eric Living in Hua Hin, Thailand.
Okay. And also check out my other channel as well. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, it's got two channels watching both different aspects of living here.
The other one is more to do with property at the moment. So if you're planning to live in Hua Hin, then I show you the different areas around Hua Hin that you could possibly want to live.
And if you're not planning on living in Hua Hin, why not? It's paradise.
Okay. Thanks.